Hey there, everybody. It's Rick with Stumpt, and I'm back today playing more Civilization 5 William the Orange Edition. And last episode, we built 2 additional cities. Check it out. Utrecht and Rotterdam, as well as Amsterdam here. And I'm thinking I could build a 4th somewhere. And I've been looking around, and look at this. Over here, I mean, it's not pretty to look at, but this land right here, it's got marble. And it's got salt down here, not to mention some fishies and whatnot. So I'm kind of thinking, what if I were to build over here? Like maybe right here? You know, maybe that would work out pretty well. So perhaps this episode, a 4th city? And we're going to work on our culture game as well. Let's go ahead and pick our research in order to get that culture up. And in order to get to culture, I'm gonna beeline here. I'm going to make a beeline towards acoustics, okay? And we're just going to go straight for acoustics because I want to get my hands on this Sistine Chapel. 25% culture in all cities. That's what I'm talking about. And now a unit needs orders. You're going to get that silk there, buddy. And we got to get our hands on these gems here still, too. We have not gotten those gems. All right, let's go ahead and work this. Oh, and you know what? There we go. Get that silk. There's silk over here, but I don't think I have the necessary technology to get that yet because I don't think I can clear jungle yet. I need to be able to clear jungle in order to get that. Oh, you want to be friends, do you? Yeah, I'll be friends with Enrico Dandolo. I don't see any harm in that. But you know, in order to clear that, let's see. All I need is bronze working. I'm going to take 2 turns, actually, just to get bronze working. Then I'll go back to trying to get my hands on that Sistine Chapel. In the meantime, we need some cargo ships. We don't have any trade routes at the moment. And we need National Epic as well. That, again, that's 25% production to great people and 1 culture, which ain't too shabby. Let's go ahead and just get the National Epic there in Amsterdam. And Rotterdam, you need to do some stuff too. You need some work boats there. We have some fishies within your borders, and let's go ahead and get that food production up. Now, Malacca desires gems, and I do too, because those gems are right there. If we can get those gems, Malacca will be in our debt. Now, bronze working has been researched, and I'm going to go ahead and get these sheep right there. I wonder where this ruin is at. It's over there, is it? Oh, and look at, okay, there's silver over here, so maybe we just go to the west a little bit. Places to settle. There are places to settle. Okay, we need a tech. We're going to go back to beelining acoustics. There we go. That's going to take a while. So we'll just check back in with our tech once we get there. In the meantime, we'll just build up the infrastructure. And last episode, we chose aesthetics as our next social policy, and so we just need to pick one of these policies in aesthetics. I can go ahead and do cultural centers. I think that'd be fine. It constructs monuments, amphitheaters, opera houses, museums, and broadcast towers 50% faster. All those culture buildings. And now we need to produce in Utrecht. What are we going to produce in Utrecht? We can do a lighthouse. We're producing very slowly here. I think we need to build some mines after we harvest that silk there. But let's go ahead and get that lighthouse. And you want silk, do you? I'm going to hold out on giving you guys my silk just yet. I kind of want to find the highest bidder. Okay, you want silk, and you want to give me straight up 200, just 200 gold. All right, fine. I've also realized that I didn't finish this road yet. Let's go ahead and finish that road. Finish the road, build a mine. In that order. Looks like people are building these religion wonders. Hagia Sophia and the Mosque of Jenny have been built. One of those 2.
3 things
and I just moved into the medieval era. Met Hanoi. Surprisingly, my trireme I sent out to explore is still out there exploring, just doing real well. I would have expected it to have died by now, but it's just the little trireme that could, that guy. Real proud of you, trireme. Trireme. Call him Remy for short. Real proud of you, Remy. Oh no, Malacca's under attack. Hey! Kamehameha the Pious of Polynesia. Hey, and Consul Washington of America.
Even brute.
Meeting all sorts of new people today. Buenos Aires. You want to trade me some gold? Yeah, let's do it. I'll trade you your gold. That's cool. Zurich's under attack too. All these city-states under attack. Okay, my guy survived. Congratulations. Let's keep exploring. And we're going to build that road there. And you're going to get that iron. Sweet, sweet iron. Then we'll build up Amsterdam a little bit more, and then Rotterdam. Once we get that iron, I think that I'm going to send you back down in order to get that silk that we can clear out the jungle for. Okay, we've got our second workboat. So we've got both fish that are currently accessible from Rotterdam. And lastly, I think I'm going to build a lighthouse in order to increase that food production from ocean tiles. Somebody built Chichen Itza. Somebody I don't know yet. A stranger built Chichen Itza. Okay, Utrecht. What are you going to have now? I'm going to go ahead and get my hands on those deer. Let's build a camp on top of those deer. Utrecht is almost done with their lighthouse. There we go. Get some deer up in here. In Amsterdam, what are you going to build? I think Colosseums. I think it's time for Colosseums. Well, actually, what do we need? We only need one library in Utrecht right now in order to build the National College. So let's go ahead and just purchase that library. There we go. That way we can at least get the National College taken care of. There we go. 10 turns away. Okay, civil service is now being researched. How are we doing on that beeline to acoustics? We're going to get there very soon. Very shortly. Okay, let's go back down and get that silk now. And, you know, I could probably use one more worker, actually. My workers are stretched pretty thin. I've got 3 cities. I've only got 2 workers. Probably be in our best interest to get another worker up in here. So I'm going to use some of that money that we've got. I mean, it's meant for spending. I may as well spend that money. And I'm going to build a workboat in Utrecht. And there we go. Get that silk. Now that we've got an additional worker, we can finish working up Amsterdam because there are a lot of unworked tiles around Amsterdam. And I'm the richest person in the world. Feels good. Okay, Rotterdam, you need to build now. What are you going to build? How about a Colosseum? I think everybody needs a Colosseum. No, an amphitheater. That's what you need. Culture, Rick, culture. Everybody needs amphitheaters. Speaking of culture, I can build, yes, chop down that forest. Actually, no. The camp's built, isn't it? Let's go. I was saying, speaking of culture, we can have another policy here. I'm going to go ahead and do fine arts tax because this is the only thing I can do, and it's going to get 50% of excess happiness added to our culture. But the problem is that we don't have any happiness at the problem. At the moment. So I'm going to need to build some circuses and some colosseums in order to increase that happiness. That's something that could be easily done. Speaking of building those things, let's go ahead and get one going in Utrecht. Come on, produce, Utrecht. Produce now. And then we'll build an amphitheater there next. We just need to take care of this happiness because we're going to, there we go, be unhappy in one turn. That's what I was going to say. Because Utrecht has just grown. Increasing our unhappiness. Everybody wants an embassy. Right on. So again, I can spend some money and take care of that happiness issue. Which I may as well do. Let's go ahead and just purchase a Colosseum there. There we go. Now we've got a net 0 happiness, which should stave off the unhappiness for a little bit. Now let's go ahead and build our Colosseums and our circuses. And National College is done. And the Dutch people just got a little bit smarter. And now time to choose some production. You are going to build, well, we don't need a whole lot right now, do we? I mean, we need 2 Colosseums in order to get the Circus Maximus, and we'll have that in 4 turns. In the meantime, let's build a market. Then we'll build the National College, and then we could build universities, and then we could build Oxford University. Okay. Maxim
Happiness
Gorky.
always looks small while you hold it in your hands, but let it go, and you learn at once how big and precious it is.
Oh, that's deep. That's awesome.
Is the following trade of interest to you?
Oh, I don't know. Sure, let's do it. Whoa, Venetian missionaries coming in here, and that's fine. We had a pantheon, but we didn't have a religion. I'm not going to argue with their missionaries. We'll be Catholics, whatever, fine. Welcome to the Netherlands, Catholics. Okay, now it's time for your amphitheater. And 2 more turns until we've got our Colosseum down here in Rotterdam. So by the time the Colosseum's done, the market will be done, and then I can build the Circus Maximus in Amsterdam. And whoop. Are you done exploring? No, you're just gonna have to wait a turn. I think you're just pinned in by that American boat. Let's get some cows. Amsterdam, Circus Maximus. Make it. Rotterdam. Culture and gold cost of acquiring new tiles reduced by 25% in every city. That's not the best use of my production. I'm gonna let somebody else have Angkor Wat. I am gonna build a circus, however. Circus! And then we'll build a university! Ooh, we've got a spy. Spy is recruited. Where are we gonna put this spy? A lot of places we could put this spy. Let's see. Let's go see what Venice is up to, shall we? Let's see. Let's stick the spy into Venice. Here we are. I'm gonna use you as a spy. There we go. And you want to build a mine? Yeah, do it. Build that mine. Speaking of mine, I still want these gems. How close are we to getting them? We've got to be real close to getting them, right? Hey, Utrecht. Time for a university in you, my friend. And circus in 3 turns. That'll give us a little bump to our happiness. And then the Circus Maximus will bump that happiness up a little bit more. I really need to rein my happiness in. Which is why I want to build that 4th city with all of those luxury resources. Yeah, let's do it. That's fine. I'm getting open borders with people because it's going to increase my culture influence on them if I have open borders with them. And since I'm playing that culture game, that's going to be beneficial to us. I know that usually I say no to open borders, but since I'm playing a civ that I want to sort of like increase my culture with, I'm going to say this time it's fine. Just when I don't want people taking my culture that I keep my borders closed. Hey, people with the pointiest sticks. I have 42 military power compared to Gajamada's 855. So I'm not too concerned though, because the AI aren't good at naval battles. So if they come up here trying to front to me, I think that we can take them on, even though I have like no military. We'll build some walls. We'll build a couple ships. I think we'll be able to brave the storm. Hey, Darius the Pious of Persia. I think that you're the last civ that I haven't met, yeah? I think everybody else should be met. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, there's still one more civ out there that I haven't met. Ooh, I wonder who it could be. Okay, I get another social policy now, and I'm going to go ahead and do Flourishing of the Arts, which is going to increase our culture production in all cities which have built a world wonder by 33%, and we will enter a golden age. So this is why it's important to build a wonder in every city. Now I'm going to get acoustics researched in 2 turns, at which time I'm going to try to build the Sistine Chapel in Rotterdam. Try to. Hopefully we can do it. Yeah, let's renew that deal. Let's keep that going. Okay, Circus Maximus has been built, and you know what? I don't have workshops yet. So actually, as soon as I research acoustics, I need to get metal casting so I can get workshops and increase our production a little bit. Now, Amsterdam, let's get a university going in you. So everyone's going to get a university within 5 turns, at which point we can build the Oxford University, at which point we'll increase our knowledge a little bit, which is good because knowledge is power. Embassy, you got it, dude. And you just want a gold tribute? No, I'm not going to give you that. Sorry, man. Gajamada completed Angkor Wat. Glad I didn't try to build that one. Okay, acoustics is research. We are now in the Renaissance era. We've met Yerevan. Things are happening. Utrecht needs production. What are you going to produce? Utrecht can actually build the Sistine Chapel in 19 turns. No, I'm going to hold off. I'm going to... let's see, Rotterdam. It'll take Rotterdam 21. Utrecht is actually outproducing Rotterdam. Okay, let's go ahead and do it. Let's go ahead and start doing it. Okay, as soon as I research metal casting in order to get the workshops, I'll just go ahead and buy one in Utrecht. And then hopefully, Utrecht will have the Sistine Chapel.
L'offerta non sarà valida
Oh,
per
you want a
tanto
research
tempo.
agreement, do you?
Penseghi.
How about you give me open borders and then you keep the 8 gold?
Di sicuro?
How about
no.
you give me open borders and we just do a straight up trade agreement? No?
No.
Open borders,
Sta offerta
4
non
gold per
sarà
turn,
valida per tanto tempo.
15 gold.
Penseghi.
How about 100 gold and no gold per turn? Cool. We've met Bogota. Ooh, and we can get the gems finally. About time. Okay, we're gonna get those gems.
Deveremos prosperar
You
através do
want
comércio.
me to give you open borders? I'm not just gonna give you open borders, man. No. No, you gotta give me more than that. 1 gold per turn for open borders. That is a shit deal, bruv. Choose production down here in Rotterdam. What are you gonna produce, Rotterdam? An opera house, yeah? Yeah, culture. Culture, culture, culture. Battlecasting is research, which means that we can get a workshop now. So let's see. Oh, it costs 420 though. We don't quite have enough to get that yet. We're gonna do Oxford University down here. And we're gonna choose some research. What are we gonna choose this time? I think we're going to do guilds, because guilds will give us our special building, which is the polder. And I only have one place I can build a polder, which is right here. That's the only marsh on this island. But marsh is usually unworkable, but we're going to be able to work it this time because we are the Dutch. And that is what we are able to do. And we may as well just take advantage of that one marsh tile that our island has. Okay, that's been researched. That was quick. So let's go ahead and do the physics printing press route now, okay? Let's go ahead and do that. We've got 14 turns left until the Sistine Chapel's done. I really hope we can get it. Okay, so looks like Rotterdam is looking pretty good. I'm going to need one more fishing boat down here in order to fully utilize all of the fishies and my lighthouse. So once the opera house is done being built, we'll do one more workboat for Rotterdam. Ooh, and I have another great rider. We are producing quite a few great riders.
The hottest places in hell are reserved for those who, in times of great moral crisis, maintain their neutrality.
There you go. From Dante's The Divine Comedy. You guys know about that one, right? The 7 Rings of Hell or whatnot. It's a pretty famous book. You guys should know about it. If you don't, look it up on Google. You have the internet. Chances are you're watching this on the internet right now. Actually, there's no chance. It's guaranteed. I guarantee you are watching this on the internet right now. Okay, so I can build Notre Dame as well if I wanted to in Rotterdam. If I really just wanted to test my luck, I could try to. What's more important, though? If I built Notre Dame, it would help alleviate my happiness issue. And then all cities would have a wonder in order to take advantage of that policy that increases our culture by 33% in all cities that have a wonder. So let's try it, okay? Let's just try it. Now let's choose some research. What are we going to do? I just did guilds, right? Let's go banking. Let's try to increase our money so that I can buy more things for our cities. Speaking of buying things, let's go ahead and purchase a workshop here. There we go. That increased our production by about 2 turns. Shortened the production of the Sistine Chapel by about 2 turns. So I would say that was a worthwhile purchase. And Amsterdam is about done with the Oxford University. Bam! And William has gathered enough intel in Venice to steal a tech if we want to. Which tech do we want? We can do compass or chivalry. I'm gonna go compass. There we go. We've stolen compass from Venice. Sneaky, sneaky spy. And I also get a free tech to boot, so I'm going to go ahead and do astronomy. There we go. 2 free techs in a single turn. That's what I'm talking about. That's efficiency. And I get another policy here. I'm going to do cultural exchange, which increases the tourism modifier for shared religion, trade routes, and open borders by 15%. And since I've got some open borders and some shared religions, that should benefit. Now I need to build a workshop and then an opera house in Amsterdam. And once I get these wonders, well, once I confirm that I can get these wonders, the Sistine Chapel and Notre Dame, I think that it'll be a good place to end this episode. Okay, we've got a great person born, a great scientist. Where'd that great scientist, where was he born at? Oh, all the way up in Utrecht, huh? So I'm going to move him, actually, down south. Over here, I think would be a good place to build a university, this desert tile. And I've got some silk that hasn't been worked yet, so we can work that next turn. What do you want? You want my silk, and you want to give me open borders, do you? Okay, good. Since I just got that policy, which is going to increase our culture, that's fine. And we've got quite a bit of happiness now, 13 happiness. So our happiness is on the rise. Everything's looking up for us. Now I've got 5 turns left until Utrecht creates the Sistine Chapel. So please, Lord, let us get it. I will be so happy if we get it. Please? Please? Please let us have it? Okay. Time for an opera house in Amsterdam. 12 turns in Rotterdam for Notre Dame. We're going to build a lumber mill, and we're going to build a farm. 3 turns for the Sistine Chapel. Okay, here's our academy. Fantastic. Little increase to our science output. We're no longer friends with Malacca. Hopefully we can change that soon. And our spy can't still in Venice. We have surpassed Venice when it comes to tech. So let's go ahead and move him. Let's go see what Persia is up to. They're usually pretty good when it comes to tech. And now we need to choose some research. What's it going to be now? We're going to do printing press. Buenos Aires and Brazil are now allies. That makes perfect sense, as a matter of fact. But now Buenos Aires no longer needs my help, so they must have gotten their demands answered by Brazil. There we go! Sistine Chapel is built. Okay, so that's a wonder for Utrecht. Now we just need a wonder for Rotterdam. Come on, Rotterdam. 8 turns left. You can do it. I have faith. I believe in you. And Utrecht needs to build an opera house now. And you want my silk, do you? You want to give me open borders? Everybody is coming at me with the open borders, asking for silk. Okay, everything's looking pretty built up now. So these workers could probably just chill out for a while if they wanted to. Let's go ahead and send a worker back to Amsterdam. We'll send this worker back to Utrecht. And we'll just fortify you guys for now. And you'll go back to Rotterdam. Every city has a worker, just the way it should be. Pretty sure we have open borders with everybody now. Everybody's given me open borders. A Ormus, we've discovered. Countdown check. 6 turns left in Rotterdam. Is Rotterdam gonna get it? Ooh, 5 turns. 5 turns now. It's getting very close. It's getting very close. And once I get enough money... Oh, no! Pedro, you son of a bitch! I was going to say, once I get enough money, I'll buy you a workshop, but... All right. Well, we can't win them all, guys. We can't win all of the wonders. So, all right. Good try. Good show, Rotterdam. Well, that's where I'm going to end it for this episode, guys. No, I'm not going to give you open borders. That's it. That's where we're going to end it for this episode of... Civilization 5. William the Orange Edition. And we got some stuff done. We built some wonders. We got some bonuses to our culture output. And next episode, I said maybe this episode, but I think it's actually going to be next episode. We'll come over here and we'll build our 4th city right here because that marble and that salt looks pretty enticing. That'll expand our empire quite a bit. And I could even build a 5th city over here, but the thing is that if I build here, I don't have any luxuries that are going to increase our happiness. Our happiness is pretty low at the moment. But I hope you guys are enjoying this playthrough, and if you are, be sure to give it a like, favorite, share, and subscribe, guys. It helps me out a ton when you do. And come back tomorrow when you will have some more Civilization 5